Roughly 75 million people worldwide can't find work. Spain's unemployment rate hovers around 25%. Among the youth ages 16 to 24, unemployment is around double that. Some Middle Eastern and North African countries also report youth unemployment over 50%.
This is a massive issue in the Middle East. The demographic trends in the Middle East are really quite frightening. It's had the second highest population growth in the world for the past 20 plus years. And this is leading to a huge amount of youth unemployment, which of course was behind the Arab Spring uprisings.
With governments slashing public payrolls, the private sector is picking up the slack. Small and medium-sized enterprises have been the backbone of Middle Eastern and North African economies, but sagging economies have hit these businesses hard.
Currently, banks are not lending, banks are withdrawing. There's been traditionally a lot of European bank lending in the Middle East. And if you look at what most of the European banks are doing as a response to their own regulatory issues, they're pulling back, they're deleveraging. And that, of course, means for a small business trying to get off the ground, trying to employ people in this region, it's challenging.
So some people who couldn't find a job created one for themselves. Meet May Habib, a 27-year-old Lebanese entrepreneur living in Dubai. Her essay on how to solve the problem of youth unemployment placed first in a competition at the World Economic Forum.
It started, I was on a leave of absence from work. I had broken my leg and had been thinking about what we could do to really create content on a large scale, create jobs at the same time, and use the power of the web and a collaborative online platform to create content.
Her online translation service, Cordoba, started off with 2 people early last year. Now she employs 17 full-time staff and works with 470 translators and editors in 30 countries, contributing to economies across the region. But not everyone can be a May Habib. So many young people in the region who can't find a paying job are doing volunteer work.
One of the positive things that we see there is that young people come to us now to volunteer, partly because they want to contribute to their communities, but also because they believe that they can learn valuable skills that make them more employable.
But to use these skills, young people need to have jobs.
In a recent survey, Turkey topped European nations in entrepreneurial spirit, largely thanks to favorable governmental incentives. Ankara has pledged nearly $3 billion to help stimulate job creation this year, but that is not a luxury afforded to all. With European banks struggling and a shortage of governance in some Middle Eastern countries, youth unemployment is likely to continue stagnating regional economic growth. Natalie Carney for CCTV at the World Economic Forum in Istanbul.